Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Thurman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Caught on the outside, it's Smith. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Allard. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Kyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Grab behind the line. It's Thurman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Into the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Allen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dinkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. The lone back's got it. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Pena. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ross. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to run, it's Wallace. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got his man.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. This is a designed run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll try the right side. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pick off! What a play by this defense! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the...
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop. So keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Sayin. Pressure coming.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
42, spike, go! Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Stealing a score on special teams. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Now the play fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Looking to throw on first down. looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Stopped at the 2-yard line and just a couple of steps away from housing it.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rush defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Let's go. To the air, it's Sayin. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And here they come almost all the way back. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They go to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration out front.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical...
There he goes!
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down to keep me on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quarterback making adjustments. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. Grab near the marker, it's Graham. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep the drive going.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.